with this book. The character Holden Caulfield is either super relatable or super annoying. It really just depends on your point of view, you as a person reading this, and your age, really. And also, this is such an easy classic to get into. Also, Holden is a very interesting character. He gets kicked out of, expelled from his school, so he's basically wandering about New York City, and we get to see his thoughts and his memories, his past, sort of, and his experience with life. Some people say that Holden is arrogant or whiny, but I don't think so. I think he's just a teenager, and he's going through a lot of things. It's mentioned in the book. His past or what he's experienced really makes you understand what is going on with him. So, I would recommend this book. It's really good. It's an easy to read classic too. Also, I'm so sorry if my descriptions or the way I'm describing things is not understandable, or it just sounds stupid because I don't really talk about books, so I'm still learning how to articulate my words. Sorry. Or I'm trying to be more articulate. Yeah. I'm so bad at English too. Really bad at English class, so that explains most of this. My next book is First Love by Ivan Turgenev. I think Turgenev is such an underrated author. He's really great. He writes beautifully. I've only read 2 of his books, but they're both really good. It's about a teenage boy that falls in love with his new neighbor's daughter, and he falls in love really quickly, I guess. He's a very innocent and kind of naive, I would say, character, but I really like it. The girl, is very interesting, kind of cunning, she's kind of, I don't know how you would put it. There's a lot of guys that really want to put a ring on her, and Vladimir is one of them, I guess. Oh, sorry. But there's kind of a twist. It's kind of shocking. To me, it was shocking. I don't know. Maybe it won't be, but I really enjoyed this one. It was very dreamy. I read this in February. It was really great. It's really dreamy, and I feel like you should read this when you're sick, because I read this when I was sick, and I think it just made me... It enhanced the book for some reason. I don't know. I really liked it. I recommend this. I even pressed record and I was talking, but the setting is, I believe, in the Russian countryside in the 1800s. There's also quite a few movie adaptations, I think. Or, well, there was a play. I watched the Portuguese play and the movie of this, and I think the movie was just so dreamy, and it's a pretty fun watch. You should go watch it. My next book is Fathers and Sons by Ivan Turgenev. I enjoyed this book. What I really enjoyed was, first, the relationship between, sorry if I butchered their names, Arkady, and his father, Nikolai. I think the relationship, father and son, is very innocent and loving. We can really see how much Nikolai loves his son. Very, very, very much. It's not I don't think I've ever seen such a loving character in my experience, even though, I haven't read that many books. I'm trying to, but I've never seen a father portrayed in such a beautiful way. It's just so heartwarming to see. It's so heartwarming. And he's kind of, the father is really kind of, I would say, like, innocent. Not really innocent and like, aw, he's just a baby. No, not that kind of innocent. I don't know how to explain it. He's just innocent in like some way. I can't describe it. He's one of my favorite characters. Nikolai is one of my favorite characters in this book. And then second is Arkady. He's like my favorite character. And then one of the main characters, Bazarov. Sorry if I butchered that too. Some people see him as like annoying or kind of arrogant, right? I think that's what they say about him, but he kind of is. Yeah, he's a nihilist, right? So, and okay, this is kind of a summary of the book, but the sons, Bazarov and Arkady, who knows how to say his name. Basically, Bazarov is a very, very, very important person that Arkady looks up to, and he basically follows his way of life, I guess you would say. And yeah, his father doesn't really understand their way, and they call them, they as in Bazarov and the other gentleman, call them like outdated in their ways and what he reads too. I like to think this is the father and this is the son, but yeah. So they basically called the fathers outdated, the older gentlemen outdated, and they want change. They want reform. I believe that's what they say in the book. I don't really remember, but yeah. So Arkady, he's basically just following everything Bazarov thinks and does and believes in, and then he sort of finds his way to be, what's the word? To be independent without Bazarov and his beliefs. He learns individuality. I think that's what it's called. He learns to be independent and finds his way of life, the way he wants to see things. And it's really beautiful, the ending. Bazarov changes. I think he changes. Kind of does. He becomes, we see how life affects him, how his experiences affected the way that he believed things were, what he wanted to believe. Okay, I don't remember what I just said about this book, but basically there's a lot of character development towards the last few chapters, or the second half of this book, and I think that's what kept me going, because I enjoyed the very, very, very first chapters, and then it got a little bit boring for me, and then it got way better at the middle of the second half. I would recommend this if you want to read more Russian literature. This was the end of my 3 classics that I recommend video. I hope this wasn't as bad as you guys thought it would be, and I'll try to get better at talking so I can really, really be more engaging. But I hope you read these, and if you do, or if you have read them, please let me know your thoughts. Thank you. Bye.